Good evening, my friends out there in the Grandma's Attic watching rooms. We're so glad to be with you tonight. So, Terry LaChance has brought me a lot of people, right? Tonight, that's not the case. So, the World Wide Web, Facebook, internet, live streaming, all that stuff has become really important during and after the whole COVID bullshit went down, right? Right? So I oftentimes go cruising around looking for music. I think that how this one happened, though, I think that Jacob got a hold of me and said, check out our band. I don't know where he got my name. It's out there. But I did. And they were really cool. And they were playing instruments, but not necessarily normal ones. It wasn't all normal. Like, we like it when everything's not all normal. We like Abby normal, right? So anyway, we got it together so that they could come and be on the show. And I've been listening to them warm up and do sound check, and I've been dancing. Yeah, it takes a lot to get me out of my chair and get me dancing. I've been dancing. So go put your dancing shoes on, get yourself a drink, whether it's a beverage with alcohol or a beverage with a lemon in it. Go get yourself a little drink and put your dancing shoes on, because we are going to have so much fun tonight. We really, and I'm going to have to get up out of my chair and go over to do the interview, so that will make it fun too. So please help me welcome into your heart, into your home, and onto your dance floor, the Brown Jug, I love this name, the Brown Jug Liquor Band. Woohoo!
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Is this thing on? Okay. So yeah, thank you. We're the Brown Jug Liquor Band. That's Jake. He's our drummer. And this first song is about a time I crashed my car on my way to work.
Commander Cody.
Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen, I believe is the full name of the band. It's called Seeds and Stems. Here we go. I'm sitting alone Saturday night, watching the late night show. A bottle of wine, some cigarettes. I got no place to go. I saw you the other man today. He was wearing my brand new shoes. Yeah, I got two more songs. This one's called Fire Escape.
All right, so I have a mic, and hey, I'm here. I'm here on the stage with this amazing. So I'm gonna get in the middle, because if I get in the middle, I won't kick over your drink. I don't want you to lose all that energy. Is that your energy drink? It is. Do you want me to talk to you first?
Sure.
All right, introduce yourself, and then one by one, after I talk to you, you're going to introduce the band, and I'm going to talk to each of them.
Okay.
Right around in a circle.
All right.
Does that work for you?
Sure.
So you're the front man.
Sure. I am.
Does that mean that you're the originator of this band?
Yes, I am.
You are.
Yes.
What made you bring together this conglomeration of players?
Well, I started playing with Jake first because I had a bunch of songs that I wanted to play. I didn't have anybody to play them with. So I got Jake, the drummer.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him next.
And then everybody else just kind of came along. Nicholas, our bass player, came along next. Then Logan just wanted a good rock and roll band.
Is that what you call yourselves, a rock and roll band?
Yes, we do this and a more electric version of this. So we like doing rock and roll.
So I'd like to see this version even trimmed down just a little bit more. I don't think you need all this stuff. I think that you could. I don't. Listen. I don't know a lot about too many things. I don't. You know, I know music a little bit, and I know social work. But I know music enough to tell you that you could get rid of all this shit and kick ass.
Probably.
No.
I mean, we can. I can guarantee that. Yeah. I mean,
You can. So next time you come back to the studio, because you will come back,
Oh yeah. We will leave all this stuff at home.
and you'll come back when you drop that new CD.
Eventually, yes. We will be recording soon.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, hopefully soon. We have a studio, but it's a whole thing. It
It is a whole thing, and it involves some money, and it involves time, and you guys are. I don't know if you know what this means, but if I don't say the words, and I write them if I write the words on Facebook, they'll delete me. So I wrote FAF. Do you know what that stands for?
No.
Fun as fuck.
Fun as AF.
FAF. So,
AF, baby.
and I just told the world that. So
Thank you.
anyway, so I'm gonna go talk to Jacob now,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then I probably will come back and end with you.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. So this is Jacob, and Jacob is the young man that I think he contacted me, but I might have contacted him. Whatever. We're together. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, my God. Where did the time go?
It was fun, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun here. We appreciate you having us down here.
Fun in the attic.
Fun, yeah. As I just said earlier, though, I'm more of a basement boy myself.
You. Spiders and snakes.
That stuff doesn't bother me.
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Human beings are really the frightening thing.
Human beings are pretty. So, do you remember how it originated? Did you get a hold of me, or did I get a hold of you because I saw your video? How did that all come down the pike?
I believe how it happened actually was Logan, our fantastic guitar player over here, had stumbled across your page on YouTube and sent it to me, and he's like, "We should try playing this." And then I reached out to you after Googling your name. You're Googleable.
No, sir. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I want to be googlyable.
Well, it's the modern age. You got to get Googled.
Well, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that you found Grandma's attic and on Google and on YouTube. On YouTube, it's pretty
Google
there.
owns YouTube.
So what happens is we have like over 300 videos up on YouTube.
Oh, I saw there was quite the expansive collection of videos on there. I clicked around. I was like, this would be pretty cool. So then I found you and sent you a message saying, check out my band with that video. That you
And
saw
I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I love this band. This band is so cool. So, yeah, I was like all over heaven. And then you came here, and I've watched you tune up. sound check, whatever it was that you were doing, and I had so much fun. But I think that you cover more genres than rock and roll.
We just like to call it all rock. Like it's kind of like instead of saying let's jam or play music, so let's rock tonight. If we rock during the day, we call it day rocking. It's just it's just kind of like.
Wait,
So we don't have to think about the genre thing too much because it just gets
Is day rocking kind of like day drinking?
Oh yeah. It's very very closely related, like first cousins probably. Yeah.
If you do them together, it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, well you can't have one without the other, really. I don't know.
All right, I'm going backwards. I don't have a lot of space here. Come up to me with this is the bass man. You know what they say about bass men, right?
Nothing typically.
There's a whole song about you, Mr. Bassman. But I don't sing well, but I know the song. Is that why you became a bassman?
It's because I was performing too poorly on piano in the school orchestra. I got relegated to the bass. So,
Do you play the piano also?
I guess not as well as the bass.
You play the bass. Do you play an electric bass also sometimes?
I do, yes. Typically I'm in a chair when that happens, but otherwise it's quite similar.
You heard my story about the guy that sat in the chair the whole time that he was playing, right?
Yes, I did. I took that to heart, unfortunately. But
there's
it's hard to cue your band when you're sitting.
Well,
Absolutely.
and it's not just cueing your band. There's very little charisma that can be emitted from a chair.
I take that as a challenge.
I'm down with that. So I was watching you play, and you're quite the energetic bass man.
Absolutely. It's a Wednesday night at 10 p.m.
It's a Saturday night at 10 p.m.
Oh, my mistake.
And then we might even be a Tuesday night at 7 p.m. And we might be a Friday night at 10 p.m. And if we're on YouTube, who gives a shit what time it is?
Right. It's time to rock.
Absolutely. If you had one takeaway from playing with this band, here's your question. If you had one takeaway from being with this band, what would it be?
Don't get distracted.
Did I just distract you?
No, but I can. I get excited when I play with this band, so sometimes I get distracted from my responsibilities as a bass player.
You know what? I can understand the whole thing. Because
I like to listen.
I was fanny dancing over there before when we weren't on camera. I was dancing. That's a big deal for me. I don't get up and dance to any band, you know.
We like to provide that service.
It's a good thing. So, guys, when you hear that they're going to be out live, get out there because your fanny will start shaking. If you have one as big as mine, yeah. All right, I'm moving on. Hi.
Hello.
So, I can't say what I want to say. So, only one other band in all the bands I've had on this show have ever had a piano blower.
Melodica.
It's a what?
Melodica or
a
melodica?
melodica. It's the player giving the piano a blowjob. I don't care what anybody. Did I say that live on the camera? I did.
It's the only instrument you have to blow
I'm
into.
so ashamed of myself.
I said it's the only instrument that you have to blow into.
Get me out of this. Well, you have to blow into a lot of instruments.
I don't like
Clarinets, flutes, trombones. I played a trombone. Trumpets, saxophones.
I played trumpet in 4th grade, but I couldn't figure out how to blow into it, so the teacher just I guess Nicholas over here was too bad at it and took it away from me.
So what you do with your melodica is actually pretty interesting to watch. When I went live, I zoomed over to you several times. You really turn this instrument into something much more complex than the simplicity of it.
Yeah, it's I first heard it in a Bob Marley song, like an old from early Bob Marley, and it's used a lot in reggae. And I really think it's I was living in Utah years ago with some friends, and one of these guys had one, and we were just playing around, and I just really fell in love with the sound of it. I always kind of knew it could be more than just a stupid little toy.
Right.
And usually I'm a piano and keyboard player, and I like to mix it up. It's like some songs sound really great with the
xylophone, some don't.
Right.
Some sound really great with this. Some sound great with an organ. You know, it's like kind of the fun part of playing with these guys is like, you know, they give me the freedom to kind of make whatever sounds I want.
You do that really well. I really, really enjoyed watching you play your melodica and your xylophone, and the sound is such an addition to this band and what this band really is. I'm going to change the question. Let me change the question. When you started playing with this band, did you see the potential that it had?
Yeah, I think so. The first time I played with them, I think I was just playing on guitar just because I met Jake through a friend of a friend and was like, oh, let's play sometime. And then I had this on me, and I think towards the end of the practice I pulled this out, and I think I've been playing with them ever since.
It's cool. It's very cool. It was one of the things when I saw you guys play on I think it was Facebook. I don't know what it was. But where I saw you, it was one of the things that made me decide that you guys had to come here. And certainly today it has been, there were so many. It was one of the many things that made this band so much fun today. So thank you so much for being here. And when you guys put your album out, you have to make sure that this gets in the picture that goes on the inside of the outside or the back or whatever. Okay?
No problem.
You'll come back to Grandma's attic when you do that?
Yes, with the melodica.
With the melodica. Awesome. All right, I'm hooked up here. All right, so I'm going to go over here. I have to tell you the most winning smile when they get their Grammy. This smile right here is going to do it.
All right, then.
You got a great smile.
All right, thank you. I didn't know that.
I think it's the joy that you have in your soul for the music that you're playing.
Sure.
You don't agree with me?
I don't know.
Are you the quiet one in the band?
You know it.
I can tell. That's why you smile, so that you don't have to talk.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part of playing with this band? You have to talk now.
I don't know. I'm usually a drummer, actually, so this is my first band I've ever played guitar in. So.
But you play guitar so well.
I've been playing for years and years, but not like in a band. So it's cool to be able to play with musicians.
You were playing by yourself?
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Yeah. You know, looping stuff and then soloing over. That's fun, but it's a lot more fun to play with people. So.
It really is. It's really a lot of fun, not just to play with people, but to have the exchange of melodies and sounds and harmonies and what do you call them? Those riffs that you play.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Riffs. It's a hard word.
I love riffs.
Yeah, I was watching you. I know that. I'm really glad you're part of the band.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell me why you stay as part of the band.
They haven't told me to leave yet.
Oh, they won't. They won't. You stay here, okay? I'm going back up front, just for a minute. Just for a minute.
No, right.
For a minute.
Hi there. For a minute.
Hi. So, the next to the last song, or the song that you did last,
Yes.
really caught my attention.
Oh, awesome.
It is kind of punky. I love punk rock.
So do I.
Did you do punk rock back in the day?
Yes, way back when I was a much younger man.
He wants to start talking about age.
All right.
Let's not.
Let's
I win.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you've already expressed that to me.
We're in trouble.
We are in trouble.
So, did you play with any bands back in the 90s?
Yeah, the 90s would be when I was in my first band.
And what was the name of that band?
That band was called Zeller.
Zeller?
Zeller.
Did you ever play in Zeller in New London?
It's possible. It was a long time ago. We played a lot of Connecticut shows.
Listen,
Possible.
where might you have played if you played in New London in Zeller?
I know my band after Zeller definitely played in New London.
And what was that band?
It was in a club. That was called Florida Equals Death. Was the band I was in?
And what was the name of the club?
I cannot remember.
Was it the LNG?
Yes, it was. we played with a rockabilly. We played with a rockabilly band. That was weird.
Named what?
The Kings of Nothing.
I remember that.
Yeah, they
I don't remember you, but I remember that show because I don't remember it.
We opened for them. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They brought an upright piano with them on tour. It was.
I do remember that. I do remember that. So I have a really good friend His name is Marco, and he does a show on WCNI called Marco's Punk Rock Jukebox. And he tuned in, but you weren't doing the fire escape. You weren't doing the fire escape song. You were doing a different song. But I'm going to turn him on to this fire escape song because he needs to play it on the radio.
Yeah, oh yeah, tell him we're out.
And you need to put it on your record.
Yeah, we're gonna put the record out soon.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
So when you do, will you send it to me so I can put it on the radio?
Absolutely.
And will you come talk to me on the radio?
Yeah.
And will you bring it back here to Grandma's attic?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take this anywhere you want us to bring it.
I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Thank you guys so much for coming to Grandma's attic. Would you do me a huge, 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 huge favor and take us out with a song?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Do you, CJ, you want to come plug us back in here? I don't want to trip over any cords. That would be very embarrassing. Thank you, dear.
Chicken check. All right. Thank you for having us here at Grandma's Attic. One more time, we are Brown Jug Liquor Band. We also do it as City of Meriden, where we're playing a little louder. We call ourselves the City of Meriden. It's a band, but it's also a great place to spend a Saturday. Ready? Yeah. COVID-15. Hold on a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. False start. Here we go. Let's do it.
On